Infant Developmental Milestones, a YouTube video made by Sean and Owen for TEEC 321 in summer session 2015 at Fort Hays State University. Many expectant mothers read the book What to Expect When You're Expecting. I admit that I did it too, along with what to eat when you're expecting, what to buy when you're expecting, what to do when you're expecting, what to expect before you're expecting. It's all very, very informative. I even bought the supplemental journal for good measure. There's even a follow-up called What to Expect the First Year. But no matter what books you read, you're never going to know everything you need to know about how your little one is developing. Whether you're their parent, their teacher, or just someone who's a part of their life, there's just too much to know. This video will hopefully shine some light on the amazing things that happen to such little people from birth through age 2. Before I share any of that information, I want to point out a few disclaimers about the information contained in this video. Every baby grows up in completely different and unique ways. For your own safety and the health of your baby, it's best not to compare your baby to anyone at any phase. Who knows? The baby who sits up weeks before their peers might be one of the last to learn how to crawl. And that is perfectly okay. Since no two babies are identical, thank goodness, it's always suggested that parents only use timelines and guidelines and pamphlets and handouts to only gain insight into what you're currently observing in your baby and what you can look forward to in the coming months. You should always allow for variations in stages of development. One thing they shouldn't ever be used for is to appeal to your worried buyer, and every parent has one. Timelines are designed for the primary function to be a guide, not a source of concern or discontent for you or your baby. The first few days of an infant's life are a blur, quite literally for some, and not so much for everyone else. There is so much going on in your life as a new parent and in the development of that little person that hospital for some reason allowed you to bring home with you. But all of that will change in a few short weeks. At anywhere from 1 to 3 months, here's what you can typically expect to see things. Black and white patterns draw their attention. They may turn toward familiar sounds or mimic sounds they hear. They may lift their heads and turn them to the side when they're on their stomachs. And they may move their arms to get their hands near their mouths. Parents or caregivers can cuddle them, talk to them, be attentive and responsive, and give them plenty of tummy time when they're awake to strengthen their growing muscles. Parents and caregivers can also make sure that they get plenty of time outside or in play simple games when they're alert and in the mood. This isn't something you want to try to do if they're sleepy, for instance. At ages 4 to 7 months, look for things like rolling to their tummies and back again, sitting without support, and moving their toys from one hand to the other. And the most important thing you can do with a child this age is to interact with them, spend time with them, do whatever you can with them. You cannot spoil the baby. When the child is ages 8 to 12 months, look for things like crawling, scooting, or cruising when they pull themselves up on the furniture and walk without assistance. They might say their first words or take a drink from a sippy cup. Adults and caregivers can continue talking to them to help develop their language. They can praise and reward good behavior. Or they can offer them a lot of things to play with so they can explore and have fun learning. At ages 13 to 24 months, you can look for things like them taking their first steps, going up and down stairs, climbing on everything, and the joyous stage of potty training. Parents and caregivers at this stage should start teaching letters and numbers, encourage them to do pretend play, and practice identifying parts of the body. And as with just about anything parent-related, there are always red flags you can look for. However, any major concerns should be shared with the child's pediatrician. Possible red flags at ages 1 to 3 months would be if your child doesn't react to bright lights or loud sounds, if they seem especially stiff or floppy, or doesn't smile. At 4 to 7 months, if they can't hold their head steady or sit on their own, if they aren't affectionate with those close to them or don't reach for objects, you might consult a healthcare professional. At 8 to 12 months, if your little one isn't crawling or standing with support, or they don't use gestures such as shaking their head, it might be worth a call to get a question answered, or wait till their well child visit and ask their pediatrician. For 13 to 24 months, there are still some more red flags. If by 18 months they're not walking or speaking a few words, or they lose any skills that they previously had, this too might be a valid question for their pediatrician. And these are only guidelines for what to expect from a child. Each child is unique in their own way and develops at their own pace. And even in the medical field, there's a wide range as to what is considered normal. Thank you for viewing this video. I hope the information proves helpful. If you would like to visit the website where I got the information from, that link is in the references section of this PowerPoint. Thanks. Have a good day.